Leon Kazminski doesn't believe bald is beautiful. He's about to undergo a 3-hour hair transplant operation.
There you go. Okay, now we're going to draw a line on this.
One day, if I will have some possibilities, I will go and try hair transplant. That time, and it was in 94, 95, hair transplant wasn't as good as today from a point of treatments. And of course, I didn't want to take a risk to have hair transplant, which hair would be sticking from all over, and it's very noticeable. Today, what we see, results are much better, and I'm happy and willing to go for it.
We have to hold the hair up, so we're going to use a tape to lift the hair up in the back here.
I cannot formulate exactly why, but this is something from inside. When you talk to people, and sometimes you notice then they look up at your hair, and it feels not very nice. You're not 100%, in other words. At the same time, yes, I do realize after 45 years old, as we all go through it, some people can take it easier, some people have problems, and I'm one of them, I guess.
And we're going to put some local anesthetic into this area.
By the age of 50, half of men have some hair loss, and by 65, nearly 2/3 of men are balding.
I also believe in Dr. Larry Fremont because I saw some sample of people before and after, and I see that he's doing amazing work. And also technique today, it's a little different. With all their micrographs, it's not that noticeable. It used to be before. Before you see right away hair transplant. Why did you do it?
You see the 3 blades, and they're separated 3.5 millimeters apart. And we're just going to sink this blade in here.
Scientists now know that certain roots on the scalp are genetically predisposed to be sensitive to a specific hormone. Dihydrotestosterone is a byproduct of testosterone. On average, most hairs stick around for 5 years. But with the sensitive follicles, the growing phase shortens to a matter of months. The hairs fall out faster than they can regrow.
You can see the angle, the direction of the hair is in the same direction that his existing hair is.
When I started to lose my hair, when I look at the mirror, when I brush my hair, and I saw and I brush all my hair, it felt so terrible that the end of the world.
Here we have the little openings, and we just insert the follicle into the opening. If they're losing their hair and they've lost their self-esteem and they're hiding under a hat or they're using a comb over, this takes away, and now when they have their own hair back, they're more outgoing. They take their hat off. They don't use the hair to comb over anymore, and they're much more outgoing. My patient, Leon Kazminski, who's a producer and a director, who had his hair transplant a little over a year ago, is in his studio. I came by today to see how everything is going. Leon, you look terrific. What do people say about you?
Thank you, Dr. Fremont, for dropping by. Yes, it has made a huge difference in my life. Even my dog doesn't recognize me anymore, and I don't have to wear a hat in the winter to protect my head from the cold. But generally saying, I feel much more energetic, much more youthful, and very confident.
Thanks for sharing your thoughts with us, Leon. As you can see, it's a very simple procedure. Why don't you go for it?